it's Lorna. I know it's been a really long time since I filmed a video. I guess my reasons for that, actually trying to think of them. No, it's basically just that I've been really busy, had a lot going on, and it's been a struggle to like just get on with the basics rather than and not having much time for anything else. And by the basics I just mean like just generally functioning in life. And yeah, it's been the summer, and like PoTS is always a lot worse in the summer. Yeah, heat wave, it felt like nearly wiped me out. Yeah, and also it's been kind of harder to film because my neighbours are having quite a lot of building work done, and in the garden that's like backs onto mine. So, and that's been going on for like months and is carrying on, so it's quite noisy, and it feels like more awkward, and I have to kind of have all the curtains shut a lot more. So yeah, that's it, and I hope that I will be able to like carry on filming more videos and actually be just a bit more committed and more consistent, like actually respond to comments and that kind of thing, just a bit more active in general on YouTube. So for this video I thought I would give a bit of a cardiology update, and this is all kind of based on an appointment that actually happened in April, so yeah, like a couple of months ago. So I've kind of written down some notes in case I have to remind myself a bit. So yeah, like as a bit of an update, this was kind of the last time I was seen by my cardiology team, and yeah, the purpose of the appointment in April was like a 6-month review with cardiology. Yeah, the purpose was also to receive the results of the tilt table, the tilt table test that I'd had about a month prior, and also like to look towards confirming my diagnosis of PoTS, and with that look towards like a treatment plan and possible medication options, because as you know, like in the last year I've kind of done as much as I can in terms of my own lifestyle and diet changes and that kind of thing, and it's got things to a certain point, but I'm still quite symptomatic. I'm still fainting at least once a week and having pre-syncope episodes, so near faints every single day, and there's like just a general big impact on my mobility. So I feel like, and my GP agreed that we kind of needed to be able to explore other options, but we needed cardiology on board with that. So yeah, that's why I thought I was going in for the appointment. But in any case, when I actually got there, there was a really long wait. I can't remember because it was so long ago. I think it was like the appointment ended up over an hour later than it was scheduled, and yeah, people like a nurse came out and like apologised and explained that this particular consultant's, like my consultant's clinic was running late because of some kind of emergency appointments, or I don't really remember. But yeah, it was an even longer wait for me because I had been told that before like every cardiology appointment you have to have a standard ECG. So and you have to like come in half an hour before your appointment time to have it. So I did that, and I got there and it turned out I didn't have to have one, and I kind of got myself geared up for that because I do still get a bit anxious about it. So yeah, that meant I was left like waiting an extra half an hour on top of the hour it was already running late, but in some ways like the wait wasn't kind of so bad because I was half expecting it because they're always running late, and also my friend who was coming to support me at my appointment, she was held up in traffic because there'd been an accident, so yeah, it actually meant she was able to get there in time for my appointment. But because the clinic was running so late, they decided to move me to see, I think they called it the senior house officer doctor. It's basically like a junior doctor, someone who's like under the registrars within like clinical team, and is like kind of training to get to that level, I think. So yeah, basically a junior doctor. Apparently I was supposed to be seeing the registrar, who was a different one to the one I had seen last time. Really, I was supposed to be seeing the consultant because I've been under cardiology for a year and I haven't actually been seen by my consultant. But anyway, I half expect to see the registrar. Yeah, this senior health officer doctor, I'll just call him junior doctor, like he was really nice and friendly. He was quite easy to talk to, but unfortunately the appointment itself just wasn't very constructive because he was just basically delivering news on what had already been decided by the registrar who hadn't even seen me. I kind of went in there and explained what I thought the purpose of the appointment was, like that I was expecting to collect tilt table test results and see whether that kind of brings us to a confirmed diagnosis of PoTS and what's next. And he wasn't aware of that, so he had to, and he wasn't able to access the tilt table test results on his system, so he had to go back round to the registrar to look on his system. And actually he probably had to go and check things out with the registrar about 3 times during the appointment and spent more time out the room than in. And I felt like he was spending so much time over there that I might as well have gone and seen the man himself, like the registrar. So yeah, that was frustrating. And then he came back like with the tilt table test results and he said it was a positive test, which I was expecting because I did faint during the test. So yeah, so like that's kind of what I was expecting. But then the kind of really bad bit and disappointing bit was that he said that even though it's a positive result, and I was told that a positive tilt table test would confirm my PoTS diagnosis, yeah, the registrar didn't, basically the way it was phrased to me was that like PoTS is not a diagnosis that he feels comfortable giving to people. And I was aware that like unfortunately some cardiologists do have, which usually comes from like a lack of understanding and awareness and knowledge of the condition, but some feel that like PoTS actually isn't a valid or legitimate diagnosis. It was just annoying because the registrar I had seen before and who had kind of referred me for all these tests was going along the lines of going towards a PoTS diagnosis. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, he said that he didn't like to like label people so young. I was just basically told like his attitude was that like some people faint more than others, and that I need to drink more water, and I do sometimes wonder what they think like I've been doing for the past 6 months or longer since my appointment, because like everyone who knows me will know that I drink water constantly, like here. I drink 3 to 4 litres a day of like water, nearer to 4 in the summer. I drink almost constantly. That's why there's all these like blips and videos, because I usually have to take a drink of water. And yeah, so like I had increased my fluid intake. I had made lots of diet changes and lifestyle changes. Basically anything that was recommended for PoTS I have done and put in place and established for quite a long period of time. And all of that has got me kind of to this place, like, so, but I'm still symptomatic, the problem's still there, it's still having a huge impact on my life. But yeah, that was, and I was just basically told, like, some people faint a lot and just live with it, basically, which was pretty devastating. something which I am proud of in that situation is that I was like quite assertive and did put across my view, in that I was saying that because actually I should probably explain a bit more about the actual outcome. So what the outcome was going to be was that they felt that there was no real point in medicating me or offering any medication trials. Again, I think they referred to my age and that there wasn't much knowing that it was going to actually make a difference, and that it comes with a lot of side effects, all that kind of thing, which I'm used to. So basically they were just saying, you know, just live with it and we're going to discharge you from cardiology. And yeah, as I said, I did like obviously object to this, and did put across my point of view as best I could, and my friend supported me with that as well, in that I said the whole point of me being referred to cardiology from my GP was to go through the diagnostic process for PoTS, to confirm the diagnosis that's already been given of PoTS, and then to look towards like medication trials and treatment options. So that was the whole point of it, and basically all I had got out of it was that I was told what I already knew, that I faint a lot. And I said that, like, well, nobody likes to be labelled or to feel that they're put in a box. But at the same time, it can be helpful in terms of understanding what's going on for you, what treatment options are available, and also to help other people understand. Like, I kind of put across, because I think they often don't think about what that person, like the patient they're seeing, what that person's daily life is actually like. And I said, well, having a diagnosis does help to explain, like, say to work, why I faint all the time and why I might need this adjustment or that adjustment, and just, yeah, basically explaining the situation. Put that across, but it kind of felt like fruitless in that like the junior doctor couldn't really do anything about it. He was really understanding, he was listening, he got my point of view, but he couldn't go above and like undermine what the registrar had decided. He did go back to him and put my view across as well, but he was still like quite strongly holding his position that he didn't agree with diagnosing PoTS. And didn't feel that there was any need for me to be under cardiology. So I came away from that appointment just feeling so frustrated, disheartened. It really did it was just invalidating and had a huge impact on my mental health and how I was feeling, because from my point of view, I for a year had been under cardiology. No, not like for a year, it'd been a year's process of actually getting into the system and like for the to get the first appointment after a referral. But I've been living with these symptoms. It was having a huge impact on my life, and not only that, like through like that initial cardiology appointment with the other registrar, who then requested all these tests, and I had to like kind of fight to get that route as well. So I'd had all these tests done, like I think I mentioned them in my videos before and done videos about them, but like tilt table test, echocardiograms, ECGs, 24 hour ECGs, just like all these things which are quite anxiety provoking, and it felt like I had been put through all that to receive and got nothing out of it. Just kind of told, you know, this is your lot in life, just live with it. Like, that no one really was that concerned. So yeah, it was awful. It left me feeling awful. And I went to my GP, I think I emailed her, because she was really keen to kind of hear the outcome of this appointment, because she was more the one seeing like my kind of everyday life struggles with PoTS and what was happening with me, and she really felt that we needed this appointment to be able to start me on medication and move forwards a bit with this, and she was confident that like there are things that we could try to and make my quality of life better. So I told her what happened. She was absolutely furious, and yeah, she was just like amazing. She went and sorted it all out, well, as best she could really. So she went and spoke to cardiology like within those few days. Hi, sorry, my battery cut out, so I don't really know where it stopped before, and then I had to go charge it a bit, and I wanted to try and get this finished before the light completely fades. So yeah, my GP like got onto cardiology. She spoke to a consultant, explained the situation. She requested that the letter, because they were originally going to send me a discharge letter, she requested that the letter was changed to confirm a PoTS diagnosis, because this had been the whole point of the cardiology referral, and also that she wanted them to recommend a trial of medication. So yeah, that happened. So eventually I did receive that letter, and so now I do have, in black and white on paper, a confirmed diagnosis of PoTS. The thing about the medication trial has kind of been another trial to contend with. I'll probably go into it more in another video, but basically they did get back to me and prescribed a medication to try. I think the route that we're kind of going along is that they want to use something to raise my blood pressure in the hope that it may reduce the amount I faint, that kind of thing. But the medication that they had prescribed was one that I wasn't expecting that, and it wasn't one that I was comfortable to take. I'd already discussed it with my GP, because it was a steroid medication, and it has more side effects. Also that it interacts with another one of my medications that I have to take, and that one's quite crucial to me. And I felt that there was another medication with less side effects and that wouldn't interact, that I had actually heard to be more successful for some people in like similar cases, basically. So yeah, and at the end of the day, my GP agreed that it's important that I feel comfortable with what I'm taking. So yeah, she then went back to cardiology and requested that they authorise a trial of this other medication, but she can't prescribe it without the authorisation from cardiology. Again, that's another kind of big issue, but basically it's because these medications aren't routinely prescribed by GPs, so they have to be authorised, and also you have to be monitored under cardiology when you're on these medications. So that meant that they couldn't discharge me, and technically they are supposed to see me. However, they've kind of expressed no interest in actually arranging an appointment with me. So yeah, my GPs tried to chase them over this starting this medication trial, because things are just carrying on in the meantime, and I really would like to try anything that might improve things just a little bit. I mean, I can do a bit more. So yeah, we've basically been waiting. I don't even want to think about how long we've been waiting. It's well over a month, probably. Yeah, 2 probably. And yeah, they haven't got back to her or authorised it. So yeah, that's where we are now, I suppose. I'll probably do another video about medication, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was my cardiology update, which was probably a bit of a rant. I hope it's been interesting to listen to in some way. My only bit of advice is to always be true to who you are, and be it's really important in any kind of medical appointment to put your view across, and be assertive about it if you don't agree with the decisions that's been made about you. because at the end of the day you're the one who has to live with the condition and the symptoms and the illness. So yeah, it would be nice if it was a really productive and helpful appointment. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll see more videos from me soon. Like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon. Thanks, bye.